You're about to get fashion advice from some of the most stylish people in the entire world. I'm not one of them, but I'm gonna show you the travel outfits of 8 beautiful celebrities, what they wear to the airport, on the plane, and we're gonna talk about the specifics and how you can emulate their outfits. I spent hours trawling the internet searching for pictures of these women, and you're in for a treat, okay? Roll Bella. One thing Bella does really well when traveling is getting comfy. She is a big fan of matching tracksuits, often a monochromatic look. The materials look super soft and luxurious. She does often wear white, which is something I would personally caution against. The second I put that on, I would definitely spill something very colorful on myself. But maybe Bella's not particularly clumsy and she probably does travel business class, as is going to be true for most of these celebrities. But that doesn't matter. Even if you're traveling economy like myself, budget airlines, Ryanair, all the way, these outfits can absolutely work for you. This next one is not a tracksuit, but again, super comfy, and I want to point your attention to the shoes. Bella tends to wear sneakers, trainers, running shoes when she's traveling, and to that I say, hell yes, heels when you're traveling are just a bad idea. They're not going to be comfy. You're not going to have good circulation. Here are a few more outfits: comfy bottoms and nice thick jackets. When you're flying, it is going to be pretty cold in the cabin, so you do want to make sure that you're wearing layers. You can take something off if you do get hot, you can put a blanket on if you're on a long flight, but conversely you have something that you can put on if you are freezing. I am one of those people that always have cold feet and hands, and when I'm flying I basically turn into a block of ice. I'm on the verge of buying gloves. Now I can't see Bella's socks, but I imagine she's wearing something like this, real thick fluffy socks, like the clever girl she is, okay? I also love that Bella's wearing hats in a lot of these. My hair is prone to getting greasy when I'm traveling for a long period of time. Nothing hides that better than a baseball cap. And one more thing I wanted to mention with this outfit, absolutely love it, applaud it. The only thing I'm not sure about is the bag, because it doesn't seem to have a zip at the top, and if you don't have a bag that zips up comfortably, when you put it under the seat in front of you, the stuff's just gonna spill out if there's the slightest bit of turbulence. So make sure that your bag snaps closed easily, like this one. Absolutely love this outfit. It's so stylish, it's so cute, and it looks very comfy. The final Bella Hadid outfit I want to show you is this one. Look, if that doesn't send a message, I don't know what will. The only thing, again, that I would point out is the belt. She is going to need to take that off when she's going through security, which can be a bit annoying. Personally, I would go without the belt, but overall, that is so cute, comfy, love it. Look, somebody wants to say hello! This is Tom. Oh, no, he's not enjoying that. We're gonna let him go. I'm house sitting for him these 2 weeks. If you're curious about house sitting and how I travel with free accommodation, by the way, I have a whole separate video on it, so you can check that out here. Otherwise, let's get to our next celebrity, which is Rihanna. I mean, look at this woman. She's glorious. My ex-boyfriend used to have this huge thing for Rihanna, and it really used to annoy me at the time, which I think fair play, but also fair play to her, because she is a goddess. She looks fantastic, and her travel outfits are the perfect amalgamation of comfort and style. Rihanna really likes these oversized outfits. I think they look beautiful on her body, and I think they are a really clever idea. Now, I'm not sure Riri's ever flown Ryanair or EasyJet like I like to do, but if she did, these would be the perfect outfits for that. She's gonna be comfy, she's gonna be warm, she's gonna feel cozy. The shoes don't have high heels, the bags are perfect, they close nicely. I love it, I love it. There is this pair of heels she seems to be partial to. That's probably not the best option, but other than that, sneakers all around, glasses, really practical, lovely hairstyles. A few outfits I want to highlight include this one. Perfect use of Uggs. The jacket's got a cute pattern, it looks lovely on her. And this one right here, you can't go wrong with black. Dark color is always a good idea for when you're traveling. She looks stylish, a bit of sparkle on the shoes. That carry-on is going to be really easy to spot, so she's never going to mistake it for somebody else's. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have got a gorgeous young model, Kaia Gerber. She is Cindy Crawford's daughter, and we're gonna touch on that in a bit. But first, I want to show you her travel style DNA. And the formula is very simple: comfy clothes plus an oversized coat in a neutral color. We've got this nice camel number that she seems to be re-wearing quite a few times, which is great, by the way. I hate it when celebrities get attacked for re-wearing outfits. Like, what, you just want to explode the planet? Okay, never mind. Next up, we've got these black coats. Again, they look super sleek, stylish, simple, classic. Why mess with it? It looks good. Finally, this is my personal favorite, the leather jacket, which I'm assuming is fake leather because she seems like a nice girl. It just looks so good and laid back. And here is the absolute highlight for me, which is to show you that this kind of travel style is absolutely timeless. Here's a picture of Kaia, and here is a picture of her mom, Cindy, back in the 90s. That's basically the same outfit, but it worked then, it works now. I know the 90s are having a bit of a comeback right now, but overall, that's never gonna look wrong. Also, that whole outfit just does it for me because it looks vaguely matrixy, and in my book, that is always a bonus. Like, come on, who doesn't want to look like this? She looks so cool. Next up, we've got Selena Gomez, and of every single celebrity that I'm gonna be showing you today, I find her the most relatable in terms of her travel style because she's not desperate to impress anyone. Some of these are just comfy. They're probably not the most stylish things you've ever seen, but it doesn't matter, okay? I would say comfort over style when it comes to flying every time. In these three examples, I think she looks cute. She's not bothering with too much makeup, which is great for your skin, by the way. If you pile on the makeup when you're flying, it will clog your skin, it will clog your pores, it will probably make it dry out. It's just not worth it. If you want to wear makeup, I feel you wear it to the airport and then bring makeup wipes, take it off for the flight, and then put it back on when you arrive. But all this is not to say that Selena can't absolutely bring it. I mean, look at this outfit. She looks hot. It's black, so it's very practical. The only thing I would point out is the crop top could be a bit uncomfortable on a long flight if you don't have enough layers to put on top of it. But overall, I mean, that is a stunning, stunning outfit. Another cute monochromatic look here. She is wearing high heels, which again, not practical, but celebs do travel in different classes than the rest of us, so probably fine for her. Personally, I would swap those out for a white pair of sneakers, but gorgeous. But my two favorite travel outfits of hers are actually quite different to her regular flying style, and they're very sporty. I don't know. That really works for me. I think it looks really nicely put together, a little bit of color, but not too much. She looks youthful, she looks cute, she looks a little bit quirky. I want to dress like that to the airport. I think that looks gorgeous. Next up here is Selena's current arch nemesis, Hailey Bieber. I don't really care about the drama too much, but I thought, why not make them follow one another and we can do a bit of a compare and contrast. So as we saw, Selena, super comfy, laid back. Hailey has a pretty comfy laid back style as well, but she has this one thing she likes to do, and that is adding one bit of really bright color. And I think it works really well for her. This first outfit is not a pop of color, that is an explosion of yellow. I think it looks great. But this next one is exactly what I'm talking about. Just a bit of pink. I mean, it's still a lot of pink, but it really elevates the outfit and makes it look a lot more stylish in my opinion. And then we've got a similar situation here with a bit of orange, and I love the baseball hat. Again, it's so good to hide that greasy hair. You don't need to worry about the hairstyle too much. I think, you know, doing blowouts and stuff like that for long flights, a bit of a waste of time. And then I've got two more outfits here. This first one, a lot of brown sweatpants, quite similar to these actually. Looks very comfy. I wouldn't say this is like the pinnacle of style, but why not? You don't need to be the pinnacle of style. That is not your responsibility. And this final one, the jacket is very cool. It is going to be a pain going through security, but all you have to do is take it off, put it back on. So it's not a big deal. The shoes would probably annoy me a little bit because I like stuff that is really easy to slip on and slip off when you're going through security. This probably won't be that, but it's not like they're impossible to take off. So why the hell not? Nice outfit. Next up, we have got Kendall Jenner, and she seems to be a big fan of flowy neutrals, which I think look absolutely stunning on her. She looks a little bit ethereal, very put together, very chic, very elegant. This one right here, she's basically wearing a cape. That is a superhero outfit. Here we've got an elevated tracksuit. It is white. We've touched on this. They're celebs. I am not, so I wouldn't wear white, but it looks stunning. And I want to talk about these shoes because a lot of celebs tend to wear this type of shoe at airports. I think it's absolutely fine if you're flying first class, business class, and you're super comfy. However, what I imagine they do as well is put on some trainers for your flight and then change into these. Real talk here, I like to fly carry-on only, so that is not something that I could justify. I just don't have the space for it. But if you do, if you've got a big allowance, then by all means, treat yourself to a super chic, fashionable outfit with heels. Why not? Kendall also seems to like this kind of silhouette, something really fitted but long sleeves so that she's covered up, she's not cold. I think it looks great on her. I mean, she is a supermodel. It looks fantastic on her body. Why not? Next, here's some more sporty inspiration. I think this looks fantastic on literally anyone, and that's the kind of route that I like to go down. The only outfit I would slightly caution against is this one. And it's not because of the shoes, it's because of the material of the tracksuit. That material is gonna pick up all the hair, all the dirt that you come across. If you don't have a lint roller with you, I would not go down this route personally, but it does look cute. I found so many photos of Kendall's travel style, so I'm just gonna show you a few more without too much comment from me. They look great. Look her up. I reckon There we go. Stunning. Next up, I want to feature Victoria Beckham because I feel like everyone else that I have shown you so far is super, super young. And you can be stylish at any age. You can be stylish at any size, which this video, I don't think I've done a very good job of being inclusive when it comes to body types. And that's just because all the main celebs that I came across when doing my research were supermodels. They were very, very skinny. Yeah, but the types of outfits that they wear in these photos, I think are very inclusive. It really doesn't matter how large, how small you are, how tall or short. I think these would absolutely work for you regardless of who you are and what your BMI is and silly stuff like that. So I hope this works for you, but if you have any celebs that you think have fantastic travel style but are more diverse in body type or in any way, please let me know and I will feature them next time. Onto Victoria's outfits, starting with this suit. I mean, that is a power move. She looks fantastic, and she is Victoria Beckham, so she is wearing heels, stiletto heels, in pretty much every single one of these photos. But hey, it works for her. Maybe it works for you. Again, a similar example here, but a little less colorful. I think this works really well. She won't attract too much attention, but she still looks very nicely put together. Here she is traveling with her husband. I think they both look fantastic. Very stylish outfits. A bit of a pattern, a bit of color, but not too much. It doesn't shout, but it has a personality. Actually, here are two more photos of them as a couple, and these are slightly older, and you can definitely see that the outfits have aged a bit. So I know I said earlier that travel style is timeless. Clearly not always, but these still look good. They don't look, you know, they don't look super outdated, but you can feel that they are not contemporary. So here are a few more of Victoria's outfits. She has this really clean style, a very well-tailored suit, nice tight-fitting jeans, heels everywhere, all the time, fair enough. All right, before I mention our final and, in my humble opinion, the most stylish celeb, I want to point out one thing, and that is that I'm talking about things to do, but I'm not mentioning too much of what not to do when dressing for the airport or for travel in general. That is because I'm going to be doing a whole separate video on outfits that might not be a good idea. If you have any questions or comments about travel style in general, please leave them below. Also, don't forget to subscribe, the usual stuff. But most importantly, drop me a comment with any questions and I'll address them in the next travel styling video. All right, drum roll please. Our final most stylish celeb is Gigi Hadid. She looks fantastic when she travels. She is so effortlessly stylish. I will definitely be trying to emulate some of these outfits because I think they work. They don't look like she's trying too hard, but they look so good, so good, so good. This for me is a 9 out of 10. The crop top might be uncomfortable, but other than that, perfect. I'm getting Clueless vibes from the jacket. I'm getting Matrix from the sunglasses. It looks great. I've lost my voice. This next one is not my kind of style, but it works so well. She looks so stylish. It's very fashion week. The sunglasses, the shoes, really nice. This is super simple, tracksuit, denim jacket. These are the kind of basics that a lot of us have in our own wardrobes. And here you can see it works. Even though it's simple, it looks great. Right, there's a bit more going on here. Some might say too much, but I think it works. The color scheme is echoed throughout the outfit. I think it looks really nice. This next outfit won't be to everyone's taste. And you can see Bella in the background, by the way, with her little hat. But I think it looks really cute. It's quirky, it's unique, it has a lot of personality, but it's comfy, it's warm, it looks like a non-scratchy fabric. This outfit I love. It's a little bit rock and roll, but not too much. Very sporty. The leggings look super comfy. I love the hair in a bun. She's not trying hard, but she still looks fantastic. This next outfit features my favorite travel accessory, and that's a giant chunky scarf. I think they are so versatile. You can use them as a pillow when you're on the plane. You can wrap them around yourself for modesty or obviously for warmth. They add a bit of color and interest to your outfit. This one in particular, I think it's so fun and playful. Gigi looks really happy, and I'm assuming that's like 60% the scarf. We've got two more Gigi outfits. This one, super simple. I love a bit of denim. I think it always looks good. If you are gonna wear denim on a long flight, make sure that it's stretchy though, because sometimes good denim especially can be really constricting, and if you're not gonna have blood flow in like this entire general area, you're gonna be in trouble. So that's just one thing worth pointing out. And finally, my favorite outfit. I know this is really simple, but I think everything about it just works. That long sweeping coat has a bit of color. The trousers look super comfy. The bag is just practical, doesn't clash with the outfit. The sunglasses, the ponytail, I love it. All right, for this next part of the video, you have to see me because I'm going to be demonstrating every element and my recommendations for it. Starting with underwear. I'm not going to take this off, but I'm going to talk you through it. My top tip is to wear comfy cotton underwear. If you don't like wearing thongs, for example, don't bother. You're on a flight, you'll just be sat on your bum. So wear whatever feels good for you. When it comes to bras, if you're relatively flat-chested, then I would recommend either nothing or a sports bra. And if you're doing well over here, then I think I would still recommend a sports bra, to be honest, because anything with underwires is going to dig into you. Push-up bras, I definitely would not recommend for long flights. It's just gonna mess with your blood flow. And frankly, it's not worth it, because if you follow these tips, you're going to be wearing a lot of layers. So no one's gonna know what's going on over here. See? You don't know. You don't know. The only exception to the comfortable undergarment rule is compression socks. If you are someone that suffers from blood clots, or just generally if you're worried about your blood flow, if your legs bloat easily, then definitely wear compression socks. There are some pretty horrible things that can happen when you're flying. I don't even want to say it out loud to jinx myself, but that if you're someone that doesn't scare easily, Google that. Otherwise, just listen to my advice and wear compression socks to avoid any potential health issues. And if you're going on a really long flight, you absolutely almost have to, okay? So it may not be the most stylish thing in the world, but it could literally save your life. And final cheerier point on undergarment type stuff, fluffy socks, always. They're just so comfy. It's a really good idea to wear fluffy socks. Next up, I want to talk about your trousers / bottoms, and I really think it should be trousers, although if you're someone that feels comfy in a dress, maybe a maxi dress, then go for it. However, personally, I would recommend either wearing sweatpants or leggings. I hope that transition looks as good on camera as it did in my head, but if it doesn't, then I apologize, but the vision was great. So I think these are really practical because they're comfy, they are stretchy, they really hug my curves, but in a nice comfy way. They are waist high, so I always feel like I'm getting a little bit snatched over here. I really like the elastic waistband, obviously. This is a very, very nice material. They're sweat wicking, and what I really, really like about them is that they are squat proof, so no one's gonna see any panty lines or anything like that. Aside from yoga pants and tracksuit bottoms, I would also recommend jeans, but only if they're stretchy, or nice culottes or palazzo trousers, capri pants, that kind of thing. I don't personally have too many in my wardrobe, but if that's something you like to wear, great thing to wear on a flight. Next, let's talk about your top half. I have mentioned that crop tops might not be the best idea. However, I actually really like flying in them, as evidenced here. However, if I'm flying in a crop top, I will always make sure that I have another layer that goes on top of it that will cover my lower back so that I'm not sat there feeling cold. I feel like this is a very Eastern European thing, by the way. In an Eastern European mom's mind, that is a surefire way to get sick. Like, there is no way that you're gonna wear that outside and not die. So that's my generational trauma, but frankly, I feel like it's a pretty decent tip. So why not listen to your mother? Aside from a nice fleece like this, there are a few other options that I would recommend, including a blazer, a cashmere sweater, cardigan, hoodie. I think hoodies are really, really practical. A shacket or a biker jacket. A lot of the celebs that I showed you earlier were wearing biker jackets, and I think they look really, really good. Whatever you do, just make sure you have layers. Now, I'm gonna talk about shoes, and I'm gonna bring mine to show you. So I recently did a hike in these, and they look absolutely disgusting. I'm just gonna put them in the washing machine, which is something I do. Some people find it weird. I always put my shoes in the washing machine, and it's never failed me, okay? But this is what I would wear, and they would be white in theory, and then they look really cute with the socks, but I don't really want to put them on this nice carpet. So here's a little demonstration. Generally speaking, I would recommend trainers, loafers, or flats like ballerinas. Or if you're like me and you like to fly on a budget, carry-on only, then you might be forced to wear your heaviest shoes, whatever those are. In my case, often they are hiking boots. Are they stylish? No, but I would rather save the money, to be honest. So that's something that I have to do. It is annoying when you're going through security and you're taking absolute ages to take them off, but to me, that is a fair trade-off. Next up, a quick note on accessories. I always travel with these rings and earrings. I never really take them out. They're waterproof. I really, really like them. That's never failed me. I've never been stopped at security because of them. But if you are planning to travel with chunky accessories, like maybe a belt with a giant buckle, you will have to take it off for security. So personally, I wouldn't bother. When it comes to earrings, by the way, I would always recommend wearing what they call huggies. They're earrings that you can really easily sleep in. They don't press on you. They're not studs, so they're not going to dig into the back of your skull. I have tried sleeping in studs before, and it was excruciating. Like, I literally woke up with wounds on the back of my head. So would not recommend that necessarily unless that's the kind of thing you're into. A quick note on bags. I will probably go into more detail on this in a different video, but I always wear backpacks, and I like to prioritize ones that A, you can close securely, and B, ones that have really good inside compartments, because I have put myself in the situation where I am frantically rummaging through a handbag thinking that I'd lost my passport, and that was not fun. I would not wish that upon you, so this is a good way of preventing that. And finally, just a couple of things when it comes to your hair. I would recommend not putting in too much effort unless you're really good at doing braids. I think that looks so stylish. They're comfy to sleep in. Your hair might be wavy by the time you get to your destination, which I think is always cute, little beachy waves. I personally suck at doing braids, so I never have the privilege of flying in them. But if I learn at some point, that is all you're ever gonna see me doing with my hair when I'm flying. Currently, this is my kind of comfort level. I will do 2 braids or little pigtails, space buns, that sort of thing. Next thing I want to mention is hairband on the wrist. If you have long hair, it's absolutely mandatory. You can't leave home without it. And finally, hats and scarves, always a yes, unless the hat is really, really big and intrusive and is going to annoy everyone that's traveling around you. All right, that's it for this video. I really hope you found this helpful. I learned a lot while doing research on different celebs. I feel like they have the benefit of having the stylist, so why not learn from them? I think some of these outfits are just so gorgeous, so I hope this inspired you in some way. And if it did, I put out new videos every week, so check back in a week's time and there will be something new here about travel. Thank you, bye!